Why your first $1,000 invested matters more than your first $100,000. You ever have that moment where you're staring at your bank account thinking, man, what's the point of investing? I only have like $200 left after bills. That's not going to change anything. Or maybe you've thought, I'll start investing when I have real money, like $10,000, $20,000, $50,000. Right now, it's just not worth it. Here's the thing. That mindset right there, that's the trap. Because the truth is, and I know this sounds insane, but your first $1,000 invested is actually more important than your first $100,000. And once you understand why, you'll never look at money the same way again. My name is Liam, and I spend way too much time thinking about how to prepare for retirement. If you're someone who wants to get the most out of your dollar, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Alright, let's break this down. The biggest lie in personal finance. Look, most people think wealth is built by big numbers. I'll invest when I have more money. I'll start later when I'm making more. It doesn't matter until I hit $10,000 or $50,000. But here's what most people don't realize. Wealth isn't built by big numbers. It's built by early numbers. And the earlier you start, the more the math bends in your favor. Let me hit you with a stat that should honestly be illegal to ignore. According to Fidelity, the average 25-year-old who invests just $100 a month ends up with more money at retirement than a 40-year-old who invests $300 a month. With less total contributions and still completely different outcomes. Why? Because the first dollars you invest get the most time to grow, and time is the real multiplier. The $1,000 that changes everything. Let's talk about your first $1,000. Not $10,000, not $50,000, not $100,000. Just $1,000. Why does this tiny number matter so much? Because your first $1,000 does three things that your first $100,000 can't do. 1. It creates the habit. You go from I should invest to I am an investor. That identity shift is massive. 2. It creates the system. You set up the account. You automate the deposits. You learn the basics. 3. It creates the compounding foundation. This is where it gets really interesting. Your first $1,000 is the only money that compounds for your entire investing life. If you invest at 25 and retire at 65, that's 40 years of compounding. At a modest 8% return, that first $1,000 becomes about $21,000 from $1,000. That's a 2,072% return. Your first $100,000? It doesn't get that kind of time to grow. The psychological shift nobody talks about. Most people think investing is about money. It's not. It's about identity. Your first $1,000 invested flips a switch in your brain. You stop seeing investing as optional. You stop waiting for extra money. You stop thinking you need to be rich to start. You become someone who invests no matter what. And that identity shift is worth more than any dollar amount. People don't get rich because they invest a lot. They get rich because they invest consistently. Your first $1,000 is the moment consistency becomes real. The math that blows people's minds. Let's compare two people. Person A starts with $1,000 at age 25, invests $100 per month, and earns 8%. Person B starts at 35, invests $300 per month, same return. Who will earn more? Person A ends up with more at 65. Even though person B invests 3 times more every month. Why? Because person A's early dollars had more time to compound. Let's run the numbers. Person A. Initial investment of $1,000 and $100 a month for 40 years at 8% return equals $351,000. Person B. No initial investment and $300 per month for 30 years. Same rate equals $339,000. Person A invests about $49,000 less over their lifetime and still ends up ahead. That's the power of early dollars. Viewer objections. Now you might be thinking, Liam, I don't have $1,000 right now. That's totally fair. But here's the truth. You don't need $1,000 today. You need it eventually. Even if it takes 3, 6, or 12 months, it's still worth it. Or maybe you're thinking, I'll invest when I make more money. Here's the problem. People who wait for more money keep waiting. Because lifestyle inflation eats every raise. Your first $1,000 is the antidote to that. The story that explains everything. Let me tell you a quick story. A friend of mine once said, "I'll start investing when I hit $50,000 saved. That's when it'll actually matter." He started investing at 40 years old and will retire at 65 with just over $340,000. But here's the kicker. If he had invested just $1,000 a year from the age of 21, that single decision would have grown into more than $355,000 by retirement, with only $44,000 total investment. Less invested and more payoff. One tiny early decision beats massive late decisions every time. Actionable steps to make your first $1,000 count. Let's get practical. Step 1. Open the account. Most people never start because they never open the account. Step 2. Automate $25 to $100 a month. Keep it affordable, automatic, and consistent. Step 3. Choose a simple investment. Speak to your bank or financial consultant. Some examples are S&P 500 Index Fund for long-term, high-yield savings accounts, and money market funds. Target date funds such as certificates of deposits, aka CDs. No need to get fancy, though you should familiarize yourself with each option. Step 4. Ignore the noise. Your first $1,000 is not about returns. It's about identity and consistency. Step 5. Increase contributions slowly. Every raise, add $25 more. Every bonus, add a chunk. Every debt you pay off, redirect the payment. The final reveal. Here's the part that surprises people. Your first $1,000 invested matters more than your first $100,000. Because it's the only money that compounds for your entire life. It's the foundation. It's the identity shift. It's the system builder. It's the moment you stop waiting and start building. Your first $100,000 is impressive, but your first $1,000 is transformative. Have you been waiting for the right time to start investing? This is it. Not because you have a lot of money, but because you don't. Your first $1,000 is the spark that changes everything. If this helped you out, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one.